What's going on, YouTube? Figure I'd do a little quick video here because I haven't posted anything in a while. Uh, Thank you for all those who continue to subscribe to my channel. Sorry for a delay and stuff. I've been busy. Have done some racing, but I just haven't taken the time to break the video camera out. So decided I'm going to break it out regarding my PR Racing S1 V3R Evo 2019 chassis. As you can see, 2019 chassis has these open slits right here. So the 2020 actually has it closed and it's a 3mm thick chassis, where this is a 2.5mm thick chassis. So I've been running this car 3 years now, and I finally decided I'm going to make a little upgrade. As you can see here, now the PR Racing has released the S1 V4R that has a quick access laydown gearbox. Well, you can actually buy this set and you can use this on your S1 V3R, Type R, FM, Evo, 2020 Evo, and it comes with a lot of good goodies in here. I mean, you get new shock towers, you get the new assembly, you get the new suspension blocks. I'm probably not going to use the suspension blocks because these new ones have the pegs for the front part of it in the rear. The front rear has pegs holes underneath there that slid into the chassis for the 2020 and the V4R. So I'm just going to continue to use my standard ones right here. Hopefully they work. You also get, let me go ahead, I'm going to open this real quick. Try to do this one-handed. Yes, I still have a Christmas tree up. Wife and I have not gotten to it. Yes, it's February, I know. We will get to it eventually here. We've been pretty busy. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Yeah. One-handed. No pause here. There you go. Alright, so one of the things you're going to get with this is a 7072 spur. Bingo. So yes. My kit has an 81, so now I got a 77 tooth, which I think is going to be better because I have some tight technical tracks here. The track Gaithersburg, which was the 2021 Roar Nationals were held at, and Adrenaline RC also, which holds the J Concepts INS race, which are doing it again this year. And last year, as y'all saw in my previous video, that I ran my SB41R Sport. Didn't fare so good, made too many mistakes driving, but we're gonna bring that back out. So here's the gearbox assembly. Looks pretty neat there. You also get some more pills too. I wasn't even aware of that. So you get some pills. You see, you can play around with the diff height. Got selections with that, so that's good. 2-point selections, I believe. All right. Next up, new carbon fiber bits. You see here, new front shock tower. If you think about it, geometry is probably slightly different, and yeah, might actually be. Yeah, there is a slight variance there. Might be a little bit lower. It looks like it comes in closer too, so that's pretty nifty. So here is the carbon fiber motor mount assembly. I think that's pretty nifty. You know, some more weight savings. I don't know how it's going to help with heat dissipation, but hey, it is what it is. I'll give it a go, and if I don't feel it's that good, then I'll probably switch back to an aluminum. And here's the rear shock tower assembly. And again, I mean, definitely you can tell some variance there. I mean, it's still in the package, I know. I'm not assembling anything today because I still got a couple things to order, because I noticed in this kit here you have the plastic camber plate, and I'm actually going to order the aluminum camber plate that the RC Pro Shop sells, since the RC Pro Shop is the sole distributor in the US for PR Racing. So this is where I got this kit from. And this kit was $68 and change, and then with shipping came to $75 and change. And I think that's worth it, because it's one of the things that people said that this model needed, is that it needed a quick access differential. Kenan Yingling, who was team manager for PR Racing USA, uh, he actually had an aftermarket made by AZ Mechanic, and he said it was a game changer for the car. That it was basically the missing ingredient. And I mean, Kenan was winning at his local track, and he was running a turf track, and he was winning consistently. I think he took like the championship both years that he ran the car there. So definitely, that's one of the things there. So this is like the first thing that I'm really doing to upgrade the car. As you see, I still have the original shocks, and these actually need to be rebuilt anyways. And they have now released the new coated shocks that come with titanium shafts. So I'm actually going to order those next, and I'm going to completely overhaul this car and upgrade it with a lot of new bits here for 2023 season. So it might, I mean, I'm still going to do some running with it until I get everything in and mount it up. But by J Concepts INS race in May 19th to the 21st, this car will be completely upgraded, overhauled for that race. I didn't run this car there last year. I chose to run the 13.5 with the SB401R Sport, but this is actually set up with a mod motor, so I'm going to keep it modified, and I'm going to run the mod class because I did well at Mimi's back in December. Oh no, November. I think it was November. Where I actually wasn't too far off the pace, I would say. I mean, 7 laps is a difference, but it's the first time I clicked off 20 laps on the car, and that's with me putting a ball diff in here, which I've been running gear diff all before. So a ball diff, the car was better. I had better hookup, but I didn't realize that my expo was down. I had my expo like at 0. So I didn't have the pace and the speed that everybody else had. I couldn't even make the triple jump that everybody else was making because I didn't think about it till like a week after the race. I'm like, why was I so slow? Why was I not able to make those jumps? And then I was like, I looked at my expo and I was like 0. I'm like, duh. So I'm gonna go back, have my expo up, and we're gonna play with it first about 75 and see how that does. See how much closer I am to everybody then as far as pace goes. Um, but yes, so that's what I've been doing. Just starting to get everything that I need here to freshen up this car. I'm actually going to get some J&T bearings because I've got a cool deal with J&T bearings now. So I will definitely be, they don't have a kit for this car, but they have all the sizes that I need. So I'm just going to build a kit through them. I'll probably talk to them about maybe releasing a package kit for the PR Racing. I mean, I think that's something that we need. I know there was another company that makes it, but you know, we can always have more than one option, and I think that's good to give the brand more stuff. So that's what's going on with this one right here. The Sport, I ran that at the Adrenaline Invitation race back in October, first weekend of October. I did fairly well with that, but I did have some breakage. My top upper deck broke on me. It cracked right in the front area there, and I just had a lot of flex. And then my rear drive shaft bent as well. So I got the new drive shaft. They just got back. They just restocked the top deck, but I'm going to actually change it because I noticed a difference in the car's handling after the break. I didn't have any time. I just figured I'd just run the car, and I ran it, and the car was better. Now, Adrenaline is a hard pack track, high grip, or medium to high grip track, and so is Mimi's. The top deck, I think, made the car way too stiff and didn't give me the flex. When I had some flex back in it, the car had better response in the turns. So I'm actually going to upgrade it and just switch it over to basically the Type R setup where it doesn't have the top deck. So I have to get the aluminum um, rear diff support. I gotta get the front spine support because you only have it for the rear lower, you don't have it for the front on the Sport. So I have to actually buy that assembly, and we're gonna go from there and make it a little bit more chassis flex to work better on those tracks there. And I mean the car, it was taking the corners much better. It wasn't pushing out as bad. So figure, okay, freeing your car up like that with some flex was a good deal. So we're going to change that over entirely. So do keep in tune with that because that's also what I'm planning to do. So that's what's going on with the 10 scale stuff. I do have the stadium truck, the V3TR. I'm planning to run that as well this year. I just got to get me a receiver and a couple of screws for the servo horn and everything, and we're ready to rock and roll with that bad boy. So I'm really excited to get that going. So that's what's going on with 10 scale. I see my dog toys there. Yes. But what I've been really focused on, as you see here, this is the carnage that happened from the USRC race that I posted about on my Facebook page. But this is my Agama A215 SV. I've actually just started to do some mild upgrades to this. Basically, this car is what, 5 years old. I've actually acquired a second A319 chassis from my buddy Zach Thompson, and I'm using that as spare parts really for my other Agama Nitro car that I'm going to be debuting hopefully this summer if things goes planned. But I've taken the rear clip off of that, of his chassis that he sold me, and I've put it on here because that's basically what the performance pack was for the A215 SVs. It was basically the precursor to what is the A319 with the bulkhead, front and rear bulkhead, shock towers, and the gearing. That was all the performance pack for the A215 SVs back in 2018 or early part of 19. So it's still kind of dirty. I mean, I cleaned it as best I could. I'm still gonna do some more cleaning with it, but I just wanted to get a test fit on here. Let's see how it looked. So still use the shafts for the A215 SV because the shafts for the A319, the dog bones, are much longer. The car is longer, or because they have center differential housing probably up by a good 10 centimeters or 10 millimeter difference. So yes, I see this is the carnage here. Hinge pin broke, so I get some new arms. I run the soft arms because it's cold right now. But the hinge pin is what broke, not the arm itself. But since this part right here is a little gouged out, I'm going to replace that. And right now, there are no soft arms available on Nemo Racing USA's site. So hopefully Billy will get a shipment of some soft arms in here so I can get this rebuilt. I know the N1 is coming, but I have bigger things going on, and there's not going to be any brand new kits this year. So I have to keep running what I've got. So that's the plan here is hopefully get some soft arms and get them in stock soon so I can get this back up and running because we do have the USRC race at Adrenaline on April 28th. And so I'm planning to bring this back. That's why I haven't put on the front clip yet from the A319 into here. This is what's going to go in here. I actually got to get the steering post. I actually have to order that anyway. So Billy Tosca, if you're watching, I will be putting an order in for the longer steel post for the A319. I want the aluminum ones. I want to do a little weight saving up here. So that's what's going on. But I already have the front clip. That's ready to go. These have VRP pistons in it because that's what Zach told me. He had VRP pistons in these. And so, again, I'll have VRP pistons. I actually will put VRP pistons in the S1 V3 when I get that new shock package. I actually have some V3 pistons also for the SB401R Sport. I haven't installed them yet. They were given to me as part with the kit. I just decided I just want to run the stock stuff, but as I'm going to upgrade those to Dakota shock shafts too. So yeah, and what's cool is that even T-Works has DLC coated shock shafts for the Gamma A319. So when I do shock rebuilds as well, I'm going to order those shafts. So that's what's going on with me. It's 2023, so yes, this is definitely going to be more racing. Definitely going to try to get some more content. The USRC race, it was so cold, I just didn't even film. I just did. I mean, there were some great on-track battles. It's a great race series. Met a lot of my Fame Wolf team drivers, teammates from other states that came up for the event. We also have a fellow Nemo Racing and Fame Wolf teammate Donald Elliott, who he's also basically our pro driver with his Agama A319. So it was cool to have him come up there and watch him race in person. It was really a great treat. And it was great. It was a great weekend all in all. I mean, we had 170 entries pretty much. They were racing up to 1:30 a.m. I didn't stay that late. I got once I had my break done in my G main, that was it. And minute and 30 minutes left to go, and hit that back wall, and that was that. But I had fun all overall, so can't complain. That's all part of breaks. Cold air and plastics, it's a bad mix, but hey, it was great racing nonetheless. So that's what's going on here. Normally my videos aren't so long of it in the race videos, but I wanted to do touch base with the fan base here, so you guys weren't waiting too long for content. That I wanted to put something out for you guys to say, hey, he's still relevant. He's still making stuff, so don't worry. Got that going. Also, check out my teammate Donnie B. His channel is RC Attic. He's also with Fame Wolf Racing, and he's a Serpent driver. He loves the Serpent cars, and he's doing 8th scale and 10th scale. He's running. They got an awesome new indoor facility down in North Carolina, and he's put some videos out with that just recently too. So check him out. It's a great channel. And also, if you're just new to the hobby here, I'm gonna also recommend MX Acres site, because they actually been doing a series on the Traxxas Bandit, which is a great RTR buggy. They're racing it. They're showing how competitive it can be. So definitely check that out. It's worth a watch. And also Roach RC. He's actually doing some great content as well. Definitely watch those channels. And if you like racing, you like 8th scale, and you think Nitro is also the glory, even though I'm running an e-buggy, No Name RC podcast. Check that YouTube channel out. Check the podcast out. It's awesome. Keenan Lefty, the great, he's doing a great job. JQ, the arrogant Max Mort. Yeah, you can't go wrong with those guys. Wealth of knowledge there, especially with JQ and Max Mort. They get scientific with explaining everything. So I definitely give them a shout out as far as anybody looking to learn more about racing. Definitely check them out. And then my man, EKJ 24,000. Definitely hit his channel up. He's got some good things there. And Rajay 111. I cannot forget my man Rajay 111. Okay, because he definitely puts it down. He loves nitro racing. His content is he's what drew me in. And then you got Mark Santa Maria, who I actually just won a DeWalt drill from. So thank you, Mark Santa Maria. Definitely also check him out if you're a basher. He does bashing. He does racing. He's a big fan of RC. So these are great channels that everybody should watch, because these are great guys, and they've inspired me to even do what I'm doing right now. So thank you to my new subscribers, and we're gonna keep more things coming. There will be some more race content coming, and I will be showcasing once I get started the build of the S1 upgrades, and then it'll be followed with the SB401 Sport upgrades. So I will be documenting that for you guys as well. If anybody's going to be running PR racing, like I said, RC Pro Shop, they are the sole distributor for them. And like I said, I mean, this kit right here, I believe is like 260 something now for the V3R um, Evo, and just a little bit more for the new V4R. Okay, so this is an Evo kit that doesn't cost you $700 like another brand out there with their Evo kit that doesn't even provide their own ball diff. So if you're running on dirt, hard pack clay, and you need a ball diff, that particular buggy, you got to go to another manufacturer to get a ball diff because they don't make one. At least with this brand, we make our own ball diff. Okay, so there you go. And Nemo Racing USA, 8th scale. We got the N1 coming. They had a little snag with something with production, but it's coming. I'm like I said, unfortunately this year I won't be able to get it, but still A319 is awesome buggy. The A215 SV is still a competitive buggy, even with these new upgrades I'm putting on there. But the N1 is a game changer, and they will be releasing the N1E buggy shortly after the Nitro buggy, and at some point later in the year, hopefully not too much later in the year, you will have the N1 Truggy. So that's gonna be crazy. The lay down suspension, it's great. Definitely check out Nemo Racing TV as well. Get more updates and learn more about the N1 buggy. But yes, Nemo Racing USA, Nemo Racing, Agama. That I like the brand. It's easy to work on. It's easy to maintain. You can't go wrong with Agama. You know, definitely that's where I'm at. Also, Fame Wolf Racing is my great team. great teammates. You know, we got a lot of great deals for our drivers, and we have a good time. USRC race, definitely when they come to your area, definitely Rob Isaac, definitely check those hit those races up. It's a good time. It has an eliminator race as well. It's a lot of fun to do eliminator. I posted the eliminator race for the 10 scale race that I was at back in November, so definitely check that out. And then most importantly, there was something else I was going to say and I just lost it. Dang. But yeah. Oh yes, FX of Nitro. Okay, that's put on by Rob Isaac's wife, Tanya Isaac. Call her the Nitro Queen. You know, she has that series that's going to be starting up. She'll be putting dates out with that. So definitely check them out on Facebook. That's FX of Nitro and USRC. Check them out on Facebook. Get all the race dates. See if they're coming close to your vicinity, close to your area, because you know they try to travel the country with it. I think with Tanya's series, they try to go up and down the East Coast, but USRC, I think they've gone as far as North Dakota. So if you're around those areas when he puts the list out, which is already out, definitely go have a great time. It's a great series. Can't go wrong with that. All right. So this is Marcus Butler. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, play, share, and I'll be back with you later. Peace.